Let's get some people who are in the room. Sure. I think that Rene Haas has been, by virtue of the fact that ARM is a crucial partner here, is one of Stargate's first technology partners. And we've got Rene Haas, who I think is very informed about the situation. Worked, by the way, at NVIDIA, and obviously large shareholder is Masa-san. So, Rene, great to see you. Please explain to us how important how important this really is, because I initially thought that some of these things are just kind of be political, but Stargate seems to be suddenly jumping ahead of everybody in terms of its importance here.
Good morning, Jim and David and team. It's a pretty big deal when you just think about the scale of investment that we're talking about. $500 billion. I think it's probably the largest infrastructure or any investment of any kind in history. And AI, and we've talked about this a lot of times, requires it. You need a tremendous amount of energy. You need a lot of land. You need a lot of compute. And you need low power. And that's where ARM fits in. But it's a big, big deal.
Okay, so compute, when I hear it, says to me that your friend Jensen Huang, NVIDIA, is going to be the major player when it comes to that. Can you shed a little light? I know that Jensen wasn't available or talking about yesterday, but he's kind of the elephant in the room, isn't he?
Well, technology partners that were announced were Microsoft, NVIDIA, ARM, OpenAI, and Oracle. And, of course, NVIDIA's Grace Blackwell, which we've talked about many times. The CPU there is ARM. The GPU is Blackwell. They're going to be the primary technology partner off the bat. With $500 billion of investment and just the amount of problems that need to be solved over time, I think there's opportunity for more players. But right now, yes, it's a great day for Grace Blackwell, and it's a great day for ARM. It's also a great day.
I'm sorry. No, look, I hate to get too granular on this thing, and I know it's not really your world, and I'm putting you on the spot here, but we're trying to figure out OpenAI's relationship with Microsoft and OpenAI's relationship with Oracle after yesterday, because I had always thought that it would not be, and Dave and I can talk about this, that OpenAI was Microsoft, and now it looks like that the OpenAI is partnering with Oracle, and that would not be something that I would have thought was going to occur 48 hours ago.
Yeah, it's probably an area that Sam and Satya should comment on rather than myself. But
right.
I think one of the things that when you look at Stargate has been the vision of Masa and the vision of SoftBank to be very instrumental in making this happen. Masa-san is the chairman. And as a result of that, I think he has been very integral in making this happen. And this obviously also would not have happened with fantastic support, without the fantastic support of the incoming administration. There's a lot of work required, Jim, to get all of these permits done, expedited, regulations put in place that can be fast-tracked to make all this happen. So that's why it was such a big day yesterday, and why the venue that was chosen was at the White House.
Rene, I obviously never question the ambitions of Masa, but there are those who are questioning the ability to actually finance this, including Elon Musk, who said simply in a tweet, SoftBank doesn't have the money. Now, what they do have is an awful lot of ARM. Do you have an understanding at all, and I know how often you do speak to Masa, of how this is going to be financed and whether it would include perhaps selling some of the ownership stake in ARM?
Well, one of the things that was mentioned also yesterday, David, was MGX involvement as a financing partner. And more details are going to come out relative to all of that. So I won't try to take on Elon's tweet. I heard about it this morning, but I didn't see it. But I would say rest assured that you would not have the individuals you saw yesterday and the president all together with such a announcement if there wasn't a lot of backing from a financial standpoint. But
is it your understanding or expectation that SoftBank will retain its current enormous stake in ARM?
Yeah, I can't really comment on that, David, but as you and I have chatted about many times, Masa loves ARM. Masa loves ARM as I love ARM. And he also loves the long-term potential of the company. So I can't comment any further.
Rene, the numbers are staggering. We talk about them all the time. I mean, $500 billion here, another $100 billion there. I mean, my God. Do you believe that the return will be justified in the enormous expense that is taking place right now when it comes to the applications from AI that we're all anticipating?
You know, David, you and I have chatted about this many times. I am very much an AI bull. When you look at some of the things that AI will be able to enable, let's just look at drug investment and drug research. Drugs can take 10 to 20 years to develop. When you start at the base level, 95% of those efforts fail. We still do lab testing on animals. Approvals take a long time. AI can shrink all of those development times, not only in terms of developing great drugs faster and sooner, but developing drugs that we can't even do today, i.e. cancer drugs that are particular to your own genome sequence. So I think there will be huge return in many disruptive areas. Medicine is one of the areas I'm personally most excited about.